I'm Deacon Keith Fournier. On November the 8th, 2016, we will elect one of two major party candidates to be the President of the United States of America. And we'll do so at a critical time in this nation's history. One candidate has clearly stated they are pro-life. And remember, this is not about the past, but the present and the future. The other clearly is not. In fact, she tried to defend the reprehensible practice of partial birth abortion, and it's indefensible. One candidate will support the Hyde Amendment, and that has protected thousands of children. The other candidate wants to repeal the Hyde Amendment. The Hyde Amendment has prevented federal tax dollars, your tax dollars, my tax dollars, from being used for abortion. We have got to wake up, Catholic voters. What is at stake here is critical. I'm a constitutional lawyer. I've been a lawyer for 36 years. I've been to the U.S. Supreme Court as co-counsel. The next president will select as many as 4 justices to that court. And make no mistake, that will alter the history of the United States of America. And I'm deeply concerned as a citizen, and yes, as a husband to the same wife for 40 years, father to 5 children, and grandfather to 7. I'm deeply concerned that the American experiment in ordered liberty continues. We need a pro-life president. One of these candidates has already given us the names of justices, and they are good, they are solid, they will respect the Constitution, and they will defend life. And then there's religious freedom. It is at risk. Look at what happened to the Little Sisters of the Poor, Priests for Life, and Christians from across the confessional spectrum. As the robust vision of the free exercise of religion, which the American founders protected, is being threatened increasingly by a hostile approach to the church. The church has a right, in fact, a duty, to go into the public square and to be a prophetic and moral voice, to be what Jesus called leaven and light and salt in the loaf of human culture. Religious faith, the religious proclamation of believers, the role of the church serve the real common good. And we must elect a president who will protect the church's right to take her rightful place in the nation. Look, politics is not going to bring about a conversion of the culture. Only the church can in the message of the gospel. But the church must be free to speak. And then there's the matter of family, marriage and the family. We need to be able to defend the truth about marriage and the rightful role of the family as the first church, the first school, the first government, the first economy, the first mediating institution. The family is in fact necessary for a truly just and humane culture. And we need to be free to proclaim that message and not be told that it's politically incorrect or to be forced to speak this way only behind the closed doors of our own church buildings. One candidate also supports school choice. School choice is a social justice issue. Every parent should have a right to send their children to the school of their choice, no matter what their income or their zip code. And they ought to be able to choose from among public schools, charter schools, private schools, religious schools, and home schools. One candidate is clearly supportive of school choice. The other isn't. Now, I could go on, but I think those 3 areas alone make it clear that we must make the choice that will defend and protect the right to life, religious freedom, and the rightful role of parents. This election is not about personality, but policy. And it's not about the past, but about the present and the future. I am urging you join with me on November 8th, 2016, and exercise your right, your privilege, and your duty to vote.